Good day, good evening, good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Welcome here in Token Venture Capital TV. As usual, I'll be your moderator for today. My name is Xavier Borja, and like every session, we get to hear it straight from the founders of the managers of the projects. Today, I'm very glad to introduce a great project. It has a very clear differentiators, and I'm sure you're going to find them of interest. DBA, represented by Catherine and Edward. Good day. How are you guys?
Good.
Good
Thank
day,
you.
good day, Xavier. We good, thank you.
Yeah, nice
Very
to meet
good. Very welcome to you.
you. Yeah.
Uh, we will have a great show for today. I just want to remind the viewers before we move on to the interview, as a reminder, you can always see our previous shows and content. If you like this video, if you want to see a little, repeat it again, or even send it to people who might be interested, you can always do so by going to latoken.com/vctv/shows. Also, you can follow us on our socials like Facebook and Twitter. And if you're watching us on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. You'll always be informed of great content, great opportunities, and even giveaways. As something important, please remember that anything mentioned here is not any type of financial advice. Do your research before making any decision, please. The choice is yours. And again, to our viewers, please note that you are able to make any questions, and we will address those questions live. And you can get it to hear straight from the founders of this project. So it's a great opportunity. Having said that, let's get started.
Yeah.
Okay, first question, and one of the most interesting ones. Edward, Catherine, where are you connecting from?
Well, thank you so much. Firstly, I would just like to thank you for inviting us for such a wonderful opportunity. And I would like to greet your viewers. I'm currently connecting from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Oh, Johannesburg, lovely.
Yeah.
Very welcome. Edward, how about you?
Yeah. Thank you so much for having us. I'm currently connecting from Calgary, Canada.
Yeah, okay. Really, really international then.
Yeah.
As your host, I'm connecting from Hungary, from Budapest. So you see, we connected from three different regions in the world, what makes this very special. So let's jump on to this. I was reviewing the project in detail. Very interesting, very unique. But to start for our viewers from the very beginning, can you please tell us what was the originally what was the problem that you foresaw and what motivated you to get started with DBA?
Well, you see, Xavier, I was actually a stock market trader for 9 years. So in those years of my trading, what I discovered is that it was very difficult for me to move money from to my trading account, or if I want to just bring the exploits back home. So the thing that caused that was because there was a lack of payment infrastructure that catered for Africans. And most of the times it left us as Africans struggling and struggling. You see, 7 years back, I mean, the only form for you as an African to just withdraw money out of your trading account was Netela. That was the only option that we had. And then in 2019, Netela suddenly decided to just to remove the withdrawal feature, you know. And now it left thousands of Africans struggling, including myself. We couldn't bring our exploits back home because now we couldn't withdraw money from Netela anymore. And this is when it really hit me that we are really struggling, and there's not enough payment gateway systems to ensure that us at the African market as digital entrepreneurs, we're not excluded. So that's when I came up with the idea to launch the exchange. So I launched the exchange in 2019, which was a peer-to-peer program, and we were able to literally withdraw a lot of money out of Netela, you know. So this was one of the biggest peer-to-peer programs which just over $20 million transactions annually
Wow.
in over 50 African countries, you know. So as it grew, that's when eventually he realized we must actually grow bigger and solve this problem of not having enough payment infrastructure and launch DBA, which comes up with all the solutions, which doesn't exclude digital entrepreneurs. I now just went to my chairman, Mr. Kolani Rosie, who actually agreed to help me to fund the project, and he started to find us with a $5 million fund so that we can start it. So yes, it has been a journey, and we are here to solve problems, because I'm doing this not only for profits, but especially from experience, and to ensure that the African market can actually in this digital space.
Thank you, Catherine, for the explanation. Now, I would like to show to our viewers an introduction to the project. Now, as Edward, you were explaining before, with this in this project, there's a group of companies, and within that group of companies, there is a bank, there's an exchanger, right? So it's basically almost like a portfolio of companies under the group, and within that, it has raised this opportunity to transform that into basically blockchain. And
Yeah.
having said that, I would like to show to our viewers a video, a very good video that reflects a little bit of that. So if you allow me, then I'll show it right now.
Many digital entrepreneurs all over Africa and the globe have difficulty sourcing the capital needed to expand or start their businesses. Payment processing and access to retail banking are also huge challenges. For the millions of unbanked in Africa, traditional banking options are far from their reach. Now, with the Digital Bank of Africa DBA project, more and more people will have access to a revolutionary way of banking and finance at the comfort of their homes using their mobile devices. Dofrey Bank Limited offers their native cryptocurrency token DBA to empower investors, small business owners, entrepreneurs, and those without a financial footprint. Dofrey Bank is a borderless digital banking platform, giving more people access to an electronic payment gateway system as part of the DBA network. Dofrey Bank is a subsidiary of Dofrey Group plc, which moves forward with its other subsidiaries, including Dofrey Exchange, Dofrey Technologies, Dofrey Estate, Omaha Hotels Ltd, and Royal Ivy Companies, all of which will be powered by the DBA token as use cases. A welcome development as the world continues to adapt to the new digital financial age technology. These projects are already self-sustaining through the injection of $5 million seed capital by Dofrey Group. We are building innovative and user-friendly tools, such as a mobile wallet and crypto exchange to store and trade DBA token, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and other cryptos. By decentralizing the financial economy, DBA returns power back to the people, as individuals will be freely able to decide, invest, trade, and sell tokens at their leisure online. Our vision is to bring secure, long-term, and sustainable growth for investors, entrepreneurs, and business owners across entrepreneurs and globe. Our upcoming token sales will soon be available on DofreyExchange.com, an ultra-modern exchange platform providing you with secure, high-speed transactions, convenience, and multilingual options to buy, sell, trade, or exchange digital and fiat currencies. We are also introducing one-of-its-kind payment agent system that will facilitate payment transactions in over 50 countries using agents. Entrepreneurs will be able to transact businesses seamlessly through our platforms without cross-border restrictions subject to terms and conditions. Customer registration and KYC have already begun. Go to DofreyExchange.com to get started now by signing up. See link in the description for a step-by-step guide to complete your registration today. Learn more about how the Digital Bank of Africa DBA is transforming finances for all of Africa and the globe. Also, join our DBA Telegram group to learn more. Check the links in the description below. Don't be left out. Join DBA today, your digital banking alternative.
Great video.
Yeah.
Well done. Digital bank alternative. That's great. But what we saw then, there's a big group behind it. Edward, would you like to mention about the group? How is it divided? What did it consist of?
Yeah, so based on what Catherine said, she kind of had the initial ideas because of her challenges with Skrill and Natalia. So she wasn't able to withdraw her money, as a digital entrepreneur. So pretty much what we are doing here is to bridge the digital divide. Traditional banks are not facilitating fiat to crypto transactions. So what Dafri Bank has come to solve is to be able to bridge that gap. People can be able to freely trade with their crypto and their fiat. And we already have solutions for that in Dafri Exchange, Pro, and Dafri Bank. Okay, so but to talk about the holding company, Dafri Group is the holding company. So Dafri Group has got a lot of sister companies or children. So these other children includes Dafri Bank Digital, which is the digital banking platform that is fully licensed by the government of Comoros. That Dafri Bank is what is powering the DBA token today. And then another of our subsidiary is Dafri Exchange. We just recently changed the outlook of Dafri Exchange. So what you had in that video, the website now is Dafri Exchange Pro, which is kind of an updated version of Dafri Exchange. So the Dafri Exchange Pro is where you can freely trade your cryptocurrencies. You can easily convert your fiat, swap them to crypto, and vice versa. And also you can be able to send crypto outside the exchange to any other exchange. We also have what we call payment agents that we introduced. So it's helping us to scale operations in terms of decentralization of the operations of Dafri Exchange. So our payment agents are able to receive funds, fiat, and deposit or fund fiat wallets in Dafri Exchange. Which is really huge because most of the traditional banks are not able to fund fiat to crypto in the exchange. Okay, so the group is made up of Dafri Bank Digital, which is the banking platform, Dafri Exchange, which is a cryptocurrency platform. We have Omaha Hotels, which is a hospitality kind of business. Omaha Estates. So it's a kind of subsidiaries that all roll up to Dafri Group based in South Africa. And as Catherine previously mentioned, we got a seed investment or seed capital from Dafri Group that is kind of powering most of these projects of $5 million. And that's pretty much what we are using right now to scale our operations, do most of the developments, and also some other things, expenses that we are running, like marketing expenses, listing, and all that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Edward, for that explanation. As the viewers can see here, for example, below we have the websites for you to visit, take action, look into it. Especially, you can see that Dafri Group consists of several different companies, which also part of is Dafri Bank and Dafri Exchange. Well, that's that is in itself, I think, it's a reassurance for the people to see that this is backed up by a serious group behind, because not everybody can say that their project is backed by a bank, actually. So once we have cleared that part out, and now we know who's behind the project, can you tell us a little bit about the business model, about DBA as a blockchain company?
Okay. You want? I can. Do you want to take it up, Catherine, or you want me to? Okay. So DBA is the native token of Dafri Bank Digital. So DBA is driving the ecosystem for Dafri Bank and Dafri Exchange and all that. So it's a cryptocurrency, digital share of Dafri Bank, which is a fully licensed bank with the government of Comoros. So anybody that is investing into DBA is actually investing into a bank. It's just like holding shares in a bank. So, but this time around, we are holding tokens. These tokens, based on the structure of the tokens, we kind of massed out the supply to 100 million tokens. So this 100 million, you can agree with me, is quite a small number of supply compared to some of the tokens that are running into trillions or billions. And again, we recently migrated the smart chain contract from ERC20 token to Binance Smart Chain. So why we did that is because we felt that ERC20 tokens have very high gas fees. So because of that, we had to migrate that contract to Binance Smart Chain, which has very low contract fees. And also, there's the deflationary tendency in Binance Smart Chain. So in Binance Smart Chain, you can be able to introduce something like tax on, transactions that are going out of the wallet. So currently, we've been able to shrink the supply of DBA by 2.7 million tokens. Even though we just launched DBA less than a month, already 2.7 million tokens has been burned, and forever you're not going to get it. And this is going to continue like that. So DBA is going to get more scarce over and over again as people are transacting in DeFi or decentralized exchange, like moving their tokens from Trust Wallet to centralized exchange. So you're going to see the numbers dropping in terms of the total supply. Anyway, another thing we introduced was an anti-dumping structure, which was initiated by Catherine. So this structure is a unique structure. Like, this is one of the only tokens that have that structure. So people that invested in the early investors in the token, which we had about 40 million tokens that were sold during the early investment stage, they cannot dump the token on anybody. So we have a locking structure that runs for 33 months. They can only get 3% of the token starting from March 15th, 2022. So right now, they don't even have access to the token. And that's going to show you the strength of DBA, because it's very difficult to convince investors to buy into a token that they don't have access to it. But we were able to get close to 40 million tokens sold out because they saw the potentials in the business, and they saw most of the use cases of DBA, which are very strong. DBA is already fully licensed as a digital bank. Our crypto exchange was just launched. The soft launch was done 2 weeks ago. People have started trading in that free exchange. They have started funding their wallets, buying cryptos, including DBS, swapping transactions. So the ecosystem is very robust. I wouldn't like to dwell more. If you want to have more details about that, then they can send like private message to us or go to our website also.
Thank you. Thank you, Edward. Indeed, it's very important that to take note that look to the viewers to look into it, to visit the website, to know more about them. Also, of interest might be that EBA will have an IEO with LATOKEN very soon. So then you'll be able to go to latoken.com and look more into the project. open the account, and then actually purchase the tokens. Which now that we're talking about tokens, would be interesting to talk about DBA token. How does it get involved in the whole project and the ecosystem?
Okay, well, I think Edward has explained like a bit of that already. I think he has touched on that. So we must also bear in mind that when we started this project, this token wasn't really part of the project. But then, because it was brought to us by one of our community members, who posed the question to say that why do we not bring a native token so that we can be part of the whole ecosystem? And then we had a look at this idea and we discussed it around. And you must remember that even our chairman is a person that is a crypto fan himself. When it was posed to him, he definitely said that we can go ahead. So it is definitely involved in the ecosystem. You use the DBA to actually pay at Omaha Hotel. You can actually trade with your DBA. Is definitely involved in the ecosystem in a large number of ways. A person can just use it all across our 16 subsidiary companies, and in the future we will be creating a future that a person needs to be a DBA holder in order to be active in all of our graphic group companies. So yes, a person does have a stake in the bank, like Edward has mentioned before. So it's definitely part of the whole ecosystem. You are involved in the bank, you are involved in trading with Dutch Exchange Pro, you are also involved in Omaha hotels. So yes, it's definitely part of the whole ecosystem.
And I'm talking a little bit about the functionality of the token itself. I think when I was reviewing your quick page, it said that actually the token will be used or can be used in the ecosystem
Yeah,
of
so
graphic
let
groups,
me
right?
let me just chime in there. So part of what we are doing, DBA is going to be, we have a DeFi project that is currently under development. So what is structured based on the Celsius network. So if you know about Celsius network, they have close to billions of dollars in TVL. So this protocol is what we call lend and borrow, borrow and stake. So DBA is going to be used as the driving the fuel for the lending protocol. So if you have DBA, you can stake, you can deposit your DBA, and you have instant access to loans, with Dafri Bank. So this, assuming you have, you want $100, I'm just using as an example, you want $100 of loan, or you have some emergency, you can easily deposit 150% worth of your DBA and access instant loan instead of selling your DBA, because it has a lot of potentials for growth in the future. So you just deposit that with the bank or with the exchange, and then you can access fiat currencies, Naira, US dollar. You can also access cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and that will be lent to you automatically. So that will be this project. We are already working on that. It's going to be launched sometime ending of this month, depending on the developers and the speed. So we're going to go through some iterations of testing and all that before we launch that. And also your DBA, you can also stake it for rewards to get annual percentage yield API. By just keeping your tokens with us, you can get close to 35% over a 1 year period. And you can agree with me, there is no traditional bank that can give you up to APY of 3%. Like
Yeah, of
right
course.
here in Canada, most of the banks, they offer you 3%, 1.5% on your GIC. but there's no bank. Dafri Bank is offering through the staking protocol 35%, which is almost what you're going to earn in 10 years by keeping your money with a traditional bank. So
Yeah.
these are some of the stuff we are implementing also.
And that actually that leads us to my next question, which is to mention about the benefits for investors. What can investors expect when they will be listing with DBA token?
Yeah, so those are the benefits. The investors, one is potential for growth. So DBA has a lot of potential to grow up to 100s. Today, Hotbit listed DBA and it shot up to $100. Some of these early investors are already millionaires. It's just that because of the locking structure, they are not able to sell those tokens. And we're doing that just to make sure that, they don't dump the tokens on new investors. Okay. So if you look at the price chart of DBA, it's been healthy over the past 1 or 2 weeks, running like on a steady progression of $23, 26, $25 per token. Today it shot up to $100 and it came down, it retraced. So DBA has a lot of potential for growth. Just like I told you before, the supply is gonna keep reducing by the minute. As people are buying in PancakeSwap and other exchanges, the supply of DBA is going to go down. So over a period of 4 or 5 years, we may not have up to 50 million DBA in circulation, or maybe 10 million DBA, and that's going to be huge. So DBA is already branded as a Bitcoin of Africa, but we are just having a global outlook, to sell it to the whole world. It's not just only an African project. Everybody is invited to buy into DBA at this early age and to reap in the appreciation of the growth in the price.
Okay. Perfect. Uh, Very good, Edward. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Very clear benefit of why would people invest in DBA and the token. We also already spoke a little bit about the total supply and circulating supply of DBA. Would you like to add something more about that?
Yeah, so just like I said, we have a deflationary system with Binance Smart Chain. So that was why we migrated from ERC token, because they don't have such options. So right now, every DBA you transact on has a tax of 2% on PancakeSwap. So that has a way of reducing the part of it goes to liquidity to increase the liquidity of the token, and part of it goes to the burning. So right now we have 2.7 million tokens that are already burnt, and these tokens are not gonna ever be in circulation again. So the total supply was 100 million. Right now, if you go to BSC scan, it's 97.3 million. So it's gradually going down every day, Now, based on that, the early investors, as I told you, they bought 40 million tokens, which is thoroughly locked for 33 months. So anybody that invested as an early investor in DBA is totally invested into the company. It's just like a pump and dump kind of thing where you just pump it and you dump the token. No, you can't do that. You're only entitled to 3% over the 33 months, which will give you 100%. So all of them are still invested with us. They are part of our active community for the 3-year period. So the only supply we have now is 10 million tokens. The other tokens we are locked up for 5 years as reserve. So 10 million tokens already, we have 2.7 out of it. So right now we have 7.3 million tokens in circulation.
Okay. Okay, then there it is. To our viewers, you heard it. The time to act is now. Please go to the website. Please be informed. Learn more about the project. It is indeed something very special. Not only because the token itself can be used as a functional token, but also by the group behind it. Worth mentioning again, there is an actual bank that is assisting with it, that's behind it. So I think that's again of paramount importance. Now let's talk a little bit about the future, DBA, the token, the project as a whole. Where do you think the token or the whole project is going to be in the next 3 years?
Yeah, so that's part of why we're having this conversation. We're trying to raise some more money with the IEO, with LATOKEN. So some of these are going to be for, if you look at the project roadmap, we have some of that in the white paper. You can refer to the white paper, or you look at the project roadmap. You see that we also want to branch into commercial banking in Africa. So part of what we are planning to do is to have a commercial bank in Nigeria in 2022, and that is going to cost us like 5 billion naira in capital. So we need to be able to deposit that. So part of the expansion plan is to raise funds to meet regulatory requirements, Central Bank of Nigeria. We also want to launch a bank in South Africa and Ghana also, and some other parts of the globe. So these are some of the, ambitious plans that we already have in our roadmap, and we are following it up strictly.
Oh, that is some major projects.
Yeah.
It's actually like really to incorporate financial institutions in other countries. That's really all about expansion.
Yeah, for sure.
To our viewers again, please remember you're also able to contact the group. Just simply contact them at hello@daffygroup.com. You will be able to get directly in contact with them to get information, to have any kind of feedback. Okay, so thank you for that. Really exciting, really ambitious projects that you just heard. And let's move on a little bit to the final questions. One crucial aspect for investors is the project differentiation, right? I mean, there are various projects around the globe, like Edward, we were discussing before the show. Some of them might have similar service or might resemble a little bit other projects. Can you please explain what makes your project different so that investors can move forward and invest with DBA?
Yes. Okay, Catherine can take that.
Okay. I think because we've already mentioned so much that this is a project and a token that was not only built as a money making scheme, You
Mm-hmm.
don't find a lot of projects that are backed up by a bank,
Mm-hmm.
by an exchange, platform. So this is definitely a unique. It's so unique. It's a unique token. It has so much backup and backup that is already working. I mean the bank is already functioning. Our exchange is already functioning. We also already have our hotel that is functioning. Because now you find that a lot of people will just create cryptos or bring these tokens, and in a few months' time, they already gone because they were just there because they wanted to make the profit. But ours is unique. You know, we have a feature where we will be building where
Yeah.
DBA holders can actually borrow money. It will be the first in Africa that will offer, such a thing. So most definitely, there's no way that you can find such a unique project that is backed up in this kind of a way. So the most important one is that we're definitely not building this just to make profits. We are building this so that it can be used around our ecosystem. So yes, it is definitely one of the most and the best tokens that you will find out there. You can use it to actually access our hotels. You can use it to access a lot of things. Where else would you actually find that? And not to mention the locking and release mechanism. It's definitely a complete different project. Where can you have that? This is the first of a kind where it's locked and it will be released after 33 months so that we definitely prevent the pump and dump system. So it makes us way more different than all the other projects that I've actually seen before, because it was definitely built on experience, and it was built to solve problems. So yes, I mean, investors, this is a good project to go out there and do your research. And after you've done much research on us, I'm definitely sure you'll be convinced to just make an investment, purchase your DBA.
And Catherine, also, even though it is the expansion we can see is in Africa, uh, the group of companies is in Africa, but this is also a very good investment, I would say, for people overseas, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we are definitely global. We are a global company. We're not
Mhm.
only based on Africa. Yes, we just do understand the African market more, and we just wanted to ensure that Africans are included in this digital space. But it doesn't mean that we are limited to only Africa. Our aim is to actually offer this to over 180 countries. So it's a great investment where on whichever part of the world you are. You are in Hong Kong, I mean, you are in Canada, USA.
Hmm.
That's why
Yeah.
even us, as a team, we're not even based on one place. As you can see that Mr. Edward is just joining us from Canada, and I'm from South Africa. So yes, we are
Yeah,
definitely
definitely.
a global brand. We are a
And
global
I think
brand.
one of the beauties is that really that with this project, people would like to invest, see the potential overseas, and if they read about it, that there is a need in Africa for these kind of products, and this is the very first one of its kind. I think from an investment point of view, it's a fantastic opportunity, regardless of where they're based, right?
Yeah.
Definitely. And we did
And
recently also got incorporated. Sorry, Edward.
yeah.
We also just recently got incorporated even in the UK. So yes, we are
Oh, in the
definitely
UK as well.
global.
Yeah.
Yes,
That
in
free
the UK as
holdings.
well.
Mhm.
Yes, Duffy
Oh,
Holding.
fantastic.
So we are definitely a global company, not only restricted to the African space.
Oh, that's wonderful to hear. So you have Africa covered, the Americas covered, Europe covered.
Yeah.
Sooner or later,
Ye-
I would imagine that Asia as well.
Yeah, and
Most
also part of the mission of DBA is to empower digital entrepreneurs across the globe. So we have what we call payment agents and bank agents. So these payment agents are located in virtually every country in the world. We have people in the US that are payment agents for Dafri Bank and Dafri Exchange. We have people in different parts of the world, like Singapore, Hong Kong. So these people are also helping to scale the operations of Dafri Bank, where you can deposit with them and they will fund your wallets or your banking balances.
And one thing personally, okay, as a moderator, I like that there is a sound project in the background, right? There's something tangible and backed up by a big group, so that is wonderful. And on the other hand, I also see that there's a lot of passion from your token holders, and I can see that because we're getting a lot of comments and reactions from the viewers right now, which I'm just sharing a few of them from really like we're getting hundreds of them. I'm just worth mentioning here. DBA is the Bitcoin of Africa. DBA is the future.
Mhm.
Uh, Crypto by DBA. Thank you. I'm a holder. Well, really, a lot of passion from your token holders. So that is, I think, that is also great for you to see that people are actually really believers. Uh, this one,
most
DBA
certainly.
is growing as the new evolution of digital currency. Uh, did my risk analysis worth a try? So all this proves that you are making a difference, that the people are believing in you. I think that's a really important in a project. And again, LATOKEN is very proud to be one of the exchanges that are going to hold your IEO. So we're really looking forward for that. And a little bit to move forward, uh, what would be your recommendation today for our viewers? Catherine,
Okay.
would you like to take that question?
Yes, most certainly. My recommendation is that I'll just like to remind all those digital entrepreneurs, crypto enthusiasts, or somebody who's just interested and wants to find out. I'm just saying that wealth in crypto. You must remember that is created in actually a bear environment and not in the bullish environment. So this is the time where you must just look at the risk analysis because the DBA is still new. We're still coming up. Look at it carefully, find out what it entails, and this is definitely the time to come on board as an investor and invest in it. If you think that the risk is too high, then of course it's not for you. But my recommendation and my advice is for you to definitely go out there. The price is still definitely reasonable at this stage. Don't be left behind and have regrets. I mean, a lot of the good tokens out there started out like the DBA. That's what you must
Yeah.
remember all the time.
Hmm.
So as cryptos grow and as we start building, this is definitely the time to come on board. Don't be trying to buy when our price is also ranging from like $80,000 or it's ranging to $100. This is
Yeah.
definitely the time to just do your analysis and look at it now. Because really, if you want to create your wealth in crypto, you have to know it's definitely made in bear markets. So this is the time to go out and invest in our token.
Thank you, Catherine. Edward, from your side?
Yeah, so just to buttress what Catherine just said, just have at the back of your mind that you are buying into a digital bank, a fully licensed bank. So it's just like going into the New York Stock Exchange to buy some stock. So you are fully covered. The banking license is there in the public domain. You can easily access that, and just for verification purposes. And also, I need to let you know that just to pitch in for LATOKEN, the management decided to offer DBA at a discount. So right now you're going to be able to buy DBA at LATOKEN at almost 60% discount from the
Wow.
current price. Yeah. So when you go to CoinMarketCap, DBA trading right now at $25 or like $23. But in LATOKEN, you will be able to get it for $10. So just for $10, you are already a digital owner of DBA and an owner of a bank. So I will encourage you guys to do your research, do your risk analysis, and jump into the opportunity because you're not going to get it anymore after this time.
Yeah, well, there you go. There you hit it, the viewers. As Edward said, you're gonna get it in a discount. It's coming soon. IEO and LATOKEN cooperating with DBA is going to be a fantastic project. And a little bit to show also the actual people working behind DBA. The team has shared with us a video that I want to share with you about one of their brand managers so you can have an idea of feeling about the people behind. So, Edward, Catherine, if you allow me, then I would like to share this video with our viewers.
Yeah.
Please go ahead.
Imagine a world without color. Hi, my name is Tawanda Mnyangazi, and I'm a brand manager for Daffy Bank. And I'm that guy that makes sure your experience with the bank is colorful, whether online or on site. Part of my work is to create and develop strategies, managing marketing campaigns across all the platforms, whether print, broadcast, and all that. We create the brand awareness that will increase the market share, and we create memorable impressions to our customers. So we do that in form of videos, social media posts, and engagement to our clients. So I make sure that the brand is in line and very consistent with the brand identity. So I love to work at Daffy Bank because we have a very young, creative, and innovative team every day they're always coming up with new ideas. We're gonna do this and that, and it's really, really motivating and creative. And I'm so honored to be part of the fastest growing bank in the world, Dafri Bank.
Yeah, we have a lot of motivation there. That's fantastic.
Yeah, awesome.
Well, I would like, on behalf of LATOKEN and our viewers, to thank you, Catherine. Thank you, Edward, for your time, for all the valuable insights, for all the great news that you shared with us.
Yeah.
It's been a real pleasure having you here. It's a real pleasure cooperating with you, one of the biggest projects in Africa at the moment. And I would love to have you for a second session, a second interview once the IEO has been done. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of new developments to share with us.
Yeah.
Well, and in that regard, then once again, thank you very much for being here at VCTV. Thank you to our viewers for being very passionate and very interactive. I wish all of you a great and safe week ahead, and then hope to have you soon here.
Thank you,
It's been a
Xavier.
pleasure. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Xavier.
Thank you. Have a
Bye.
great week.